Ripper Radio Television. Welcome to another edition of the Mad Robot Gallery Theater here on Ripper Radio Television. I am your host, the Necromancer, as always here on Ripper Radio TV. This is the Season 1 finale show of Mad Robot Gallery Theater. This week we are showing Invasion of the Suacer Man from 1957. Also got another Superman short for your enjoyment as always. And of course some horror rock videos headed your way featuring Demon Boy, maybe some Lonely Flesh. We're going to set this up a little different. We're going to go ahead and do our Superman short, the movie, and then at the end of our program this evening, we'll do a big block of horror rock videos. Instead of breaking up the movie, we're going to let you watch this one in its entirety, start to finish. Unlike our normal shows where we break it up in the middle and keep you on your toes a little bit. So let's go and get this thing started with some insights on tonight's movie from our movie historian, Saul. So take it away, Saul, for this Invasion of the Suacer Men.
Invasion of the Suacer Men, aka Invasion of the Hell Creatures, with the working title Spacemen Saturday Night, is a 1957 black and white comic science fiction horror film produced by James H. Nicholson for release by American International Pictures. The film was directed by Edward Elkin and stars Stephen Terrell and Gloria Castillo. The screenplay by Robert J. Gurney Jr. and Al Martin was based on the 1955 short story The Cosmic Frame by Paul W. Fairman. The film was made by Malibu Productions. Film rights to Fairman's short story were purchased through Forrest J. Ackerman's Ackerman Science Fiction Agency. Special effects technician Paul Blaisdell, who provided the alien makeup and flying saucer, recalled that Invasion of the Suacer Men was originally intended as a serious film but gradually developed into a comedy. The entire film takes place during the period of one night, with 98% of it filmed on a studio soundstage. Invasion of the Suacer Men was released by IFE as part of a double feature with I Was a Teenage Werewolf. On his website Fantastic Movie Musings and Ramblings, Dave Sindelar gave the film a mixed review, saying, "Though it maintains a light atmosphere, it is very lacking in the basic element of a comedy, and that's good jokes. Nonetheless, it's directed with a certain energy, features some truly memorable aliens courtesy of Paul Blaisdell, juggles its three storylines with ease, and in its own way, it may be the quintessential aliens versus teenagers movie." Hans J. Wallstein from AllMovie gave the film a negative review, calling it claustrophobic at best, and stating that the film simply isn't funny but is clearly meant to be. So there you have it. Now let's get the show on the road with our Superman short. And the first reel of Invasion of the Suacer Men. Enjoy.
faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Sorry I can't go with you, Lois, but I have another story to cover.
Oh, that's all right, Clark. I'll see you in the office.
This looks like a job for Superman.
Superman!
Uncanny how Superman turns up just when you need him.
I didn't even get a chance to thank him.
Spooky, huh? I learned a long time ago you gotta start off your pitch with a bang. But I'm an honest guy, see, and, well, I gotta play it square with you. Actually, a plain old farmer lives in his house. A nice, easy-going sort of guy.
Now get the law after him.
Like I was saying, he lives on the outskirts of this little town, Hicksburg by name. No, I'm not kidding. That's the name, Hicksburg. Scout's honor. It's a quiet place. Oh, nothing much for the young people to do. Well, hardly anything. Anyhow, it was Saturday night, and me and my partner was eating in his fancy restaurant. A regular gourmet's joint. Him and me are what you might call investment specialists. We were discussing the latest market reports and looking forward to a quiet game of chess before retirement. Oh, that's my partner. I'm the handsome guy on the left.
Will there be anything else?
Right now, I couldn't afford what I'm thinking.
I'm sure of that.
Oh, wait, baby, wait.
I wonder if you can tell me how to... Oh, I can't even read my own writing here. I wonder if you tell me how to get to first base with you tonight.
Fresh guy.
Oh, at least I tried.
Trying is all we ever do, ever since we hit this town. We never should have come here in the first place.
Well, I guess a guy's got to be a native in this burg before Dane will give him a break.
Oh, don't give me that. Let's go home. I'm bushed.
Oh, no, wait a minute, man. This is country. Like, things move slow here. I tell you, I got a tip that this town's a cinch for a quick buck.
Skip it, will you? I'm going to bed. And we're pulling out of here in the morning.
Well, I'm loaded for action tonight. I'm taking a ride to see what I can pick up.
Fat chance. And remember, that car's half mine.
Well, your half's the front seat. I won't be using your half much tonight.
Big lover. All mouth, no action.
Hey, you want to lift back to the boarding house?
Nah. No, I'm gonna walk off my great expectation. I wouldn't want to hold back the wheels of progress. Or is it the progress of a big wheel?
What the heck was that?
Low lightning. What else?
There's no clouds out there.
Well, how's the recruiting coming along, Lieutenant?
Not bad.
How about them young'uns? I wonder what they're watching out there.
I tell you, I saw a flying saucer.
What are you fellas yapping about out here?
Duke just said he saw a flying saucer.
Only one? Nobody's got a right to brag these days unless they see at least 6. And in different colors.
This one was blue.
Oh, Lieutenant, the boys are kidding about seeing a flying saucer.
Oh?
Yeah, Duke says he saw one over there. You better watch out. He might be giving some of you orders next month.
Yeah, you're right. I'm hooked. Dragging me in feet first.
Thought she had her date with Joan tonight.
She's meeting me here at 9:30. She's probably fussing with a new dress.
Oh, who are you kidding? We all know she's waiting for her old man to get out of the house. What kind of a dress takes that long to get into?
You have to admit, she's got a lot of the right things to put in the right places.
Yeah, and they're all mine. Oh, here she comes. See you later. Hiya, Princess.
Hi, Johnny.
Most of the gang's at Lover's Point.
Yeah, what a lousy way to spend a Saturday night.
Look,
Wowee.
you like it?
Great.
I'm going home. Come on. Goodbye, Jack.
Another load of those consarn kids on my property.
Looks crowded at Lover's Point.
Hope we don't hit Larkin's bull on the way up.
Take it easy, Bobby boy.
Go, man, go. Oh, you nearly stunted my growth. That's old Walt, Larkin's bull. He's always hanging around for a handout, see?
Get that beast away from here.
That bull drank so much beer one night that he got the blind staggers. See, now you needn't be afraid of him.
I'm not anymore.
Good.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, done what?
Turn out the beer can.
Well, why not?
Well, you know the trouble we've been having with Mr. Larkin without messing up his farm with beer cans.
Let Larkin blow his top. This place was as Lover's Lane long before it was Larkin's cow pasture.
Yeah, but I think...
I got a cure for that.
For what?
For thinking. More beer.
Wait just a minute, not so fast. I'm out of breath.
Proves you love me.
I'm eloping with you tonight, isn't that proof enough?
And then some. Seeing how your father hates me.
Oh, it isn't that bad.
Artie, at last we made it. We hit the jackpot, Artie. Turn off that light, you bum. Artie, come on. Artie, we're millionaires. Yeah, go to bed, huh? But this is different. This is big. Yeah, oh, look, Art, I'm not trying to give you a pitch, but this... You and me, we're gonna put on an exhibition of the first and only truly authentic flying saucer.
You woke me up to tell me that, huh?
Yeah, I told you it was big, didn't I? Well, I seen one. I seen one just like all these crazy people have been talking about. I seen one. And it's big and round and it glows and it gives off a funny noise like... like that.
Like that, huh?
Yeah, that's it. And it landed over there by the Larkin farm property. It's great, isn't it? Okay. But when I'm rolling that door, don't say I didn't invite you in. Okay? You invite it out. I'll handle it myself. Well, go ahead. Go back to sleep. Sleep your life away.
Good idea coming up here tonight. The gang will never suspect a thing.
Yeah, they can be back before they even miss us.
Oh, no more sneaking up here to be alone.
No more outsmarting your father. This ought to make it official.
Oh, it's pretty.
Bad luck.
I don't know why these saucers always have to wait till nighttime to put in an appearance. Where do you think it is?
Well, from what these kids said, it must be somewhere northeast of town.
That checks with the last radar report from our radio station.
Well, hadn't we better get right out there?
General was pretty sore at us for letting the last one get away. The Army intelligence really scooped us that time.
Scoop, did you say?
Just a figure of speech, sir.
Well, it had better be, Lieutenant. I'm going to caution you about one thing.
Yes, sir.
I know that in civilian life you were a publicity man.
What are you getting at, sir?
Just this. Our job is to prevent a possible nationwide panic by keeping the information from the public. I figure public information officers about the last thing we need right now.
I didn't request this assignment, sir.
I know that.
Yes, sir.
But get this straight, Wilkins.
Yes, sir.
If you let one word of this leak out to your old cronies, I'll have you court-martialed and shot. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed, sir.
Good. Now go down the hall and wake up Sergeants Erskine and Carter. Tell them to load their weapons.
Yes, sir.
Wasting time. Hey, cut those lights!
You're cramping our style.
Hey, you want Larkin should catch us?
Joan should worry. Her old man's city attorney.
Hey, come on, turn them off.
Oh, I'd hate to get caught at a time like this.
Yeah, I can see your old man helping me. Tonight of all nights.
Be careful, Johnny. I'd hate to hit Larkin's old bull.
Don't worry. I can drive this road blindfolded.
You've had enough practice.
A lot, honey. But never enough.
Johnny, slow up. I can't see a thing.
No backseat driving till we're married.
Easy, Jones. He'll get us all killed.
The darn fool didn't have his lights on, sir.
The light blinded me. I couldn't see a thing.
We want to get there in one piece.
It's only another quarter mile of the highway. There's nothing to be afraid of. Don't worry. What was that?
I don't know. It happened so fast.
I didn't see it at all.
What have we done? Oh, it's a little boy.
Give me a hand. Let's get him to a hospital.
Oh, Johnny. You saw it. What is it? It's disgusting.
All the things to hit. Whatever it is, I killed it.
Johnny, I'm getting ill. John, get me away from here.
Fender must have cut the tire when we hit that thing.
Are we stuck here?
Well, we can't drive on it. It'll ride off the rim, and I don't have a spare. Let's go to Larkin's house and call the police.
Amazing. One of them actually landed intact.
What a story.
That must explain the blue lights our jet pilots have been telling us about.
I wonder how many regular airline crack-ups it's caused.
If that's all it can do, well, lucky. But if these things should prove to be unfriendly...
Yeah, you've got a point there, sir. Shall we drive closer so we can get a better look?
No. I think we ought to wait right here. Someone might be watching us right now. Sergeant, get me division headquarters. I'll get some engineers out here and see what's inside these things.
Calling control. Coming.
Do you think it could be from another planet, sir?
Calling control.
Lieutenant, when you've been in the service as long as I have, you learn you don't have to think. You just follow standard operating procedure.
Yes, sir. In this case, SOP calls for engineers, not guesses.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir. I have division headquarters on now.
Give me that thing, Sergeant. I want to report this myself.
Division headquarters, this is Colonel Ambrose. I want to report that the saucer did land near Pelham Wood.
Maybe he can't hear you.
Hey, open up in there! Hello? Hello, Mr. Larkin? Anybody home?
Hurry, Johnny, will you help me right in here?
Okay. Operator, give me police headquarters. It's an emergency. Hello, police headquarters?
What's the trouble, young fella?
This is Carter. Johnny Carter. I'm at the Larkin farmhouse near Pelham Woods.
Yes? Yes, I know. You saw little green men. Oh, sure. They're from another planet. Well, if you see them again, give them my love and send them home, huh? Saturday night. That's official.
He thought I was kidding him. Take it easy, honey. Here. Take these. Go in the kitchen. Try and find some candles. I'll try the police again. Darn phone's gone, Dad. Bo Lightning must have got it.
Here, take this. There's some more candles in the kitchen. Looking at me.
Take it easy, honey. It's all right.
I saw it, Johnny.
Calm down now.
What are you doing in my house?
Our car did something. We came in to call the police.
The door was open.
Well, they don't give you no right to come in here. Who was it you hit?
It wasn't a person. It was a...
I know. I know it was bound to happen. With you kids running all over my property, I'll bet you killed one of my prize heifers. And if you did, you're going to pay for it. Mind you that. And I'll just call the police, too.
Phone's dead.
That's what you say. Get over there, the both of you. Get over there. Hello. So it is.
See, I told you, we didn't kill one of your cows.
It was a little green man, a monster.
Have you kids been drinking?
No, sir.
That ain't turpentine I smell. It's alcohol.
You know, that's funny. I smell it, too.
Yeah, I smelled it before.
What's your name, son?
Johnny Carter. I worked down at Mullen's gas station.
I thought I'd seen you before.
But we didn't hurt any of your animals. It was
What
just...
kind of kinfolks eat brats?
Okay,
Nothing like that.
okay, Mr. Larkin.
Messing around on my place.
Take it easy now.
And you tell your young friends to keep off of my property, and they'll get their backside loaded with rock salt. Now get. Come on, get out of here. I'll know where to find you when I need you. Now get it.
What'll we do now?
Now we'll have to go back and fix that flat.
Would have to happen tonight of all nights.
Come on, honey.
Well?
Hello, Sadie. This is Larkin. I want you to send a couple of cops out here and get them smooching kids off of my property. I've got to go out and check my livestock. And tell them to hurry up, Sadie. I've never seen such pestering young'uns in my life.
What's that? The wind, I guess.
Anybody home?
Kicked over that beehive, too, when I catch. Oh, I wish those bees would sting them to death. Messy young'uns.
Anybody home? Will you get me Watkins 10536?
Hello.
Art? Joe. Listen, Art, this time I got proof.
What is it, Joe?
Listen, Art, I can't tell you what it is. I swear I'm telling the truth, but... Oh, I can't tell you what it is, see?
Why?
Because I don't know what it is. It's stuck underneath the car. Look, get in the cab and come over here right away. I need your help.
Yeah, well, that's too bad. I'm going back to sleep.
But, Art!
But nothing. Goodbye.
Oh, wait, don't hang up. Look, will you do me one favor? Clean everything out of the refrigerator.
The refrigerator?
Yeah. What I'm bringing home is perishable. We gotta keep it on ice. You got it, Art?
Everything out of the refrigerator.
Yeah, that's it. That's my boy, Art. Oh, you won't regret this, I swear to you. You believe me, don't you?
Yeah, everything.
Well, I'll be right home with it.
Yeah, everything out.
Yeah, everything. You got it.
I got it.
Consarn hoodlums.
Refrigerator. Everything. Need a stick to pry him loose. What the heck am I doing? I'm as crazy as he is.
Listen. Come on, let's go see what it is. It's one of those little things. A live one.
What's making all the noise?
Well, he's banging away at the fender of our car with some kind of a crazy hammer. I'll bet he thinks the car's responsible for killing his buddy.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how the savages blame a rain god for every storm?
Oh, Johnny, let's get out of here.
Come on, honey.
Oh, how much further?
It's only another quarter mile to the highway. Come on.
Come out. You will not be harmed. Answer me. Can you hear me, spaceship? Answer me.
Shall I try it again, sir?
Go ahead.
We have you surrounded.
I don't believe anybody's in that thing. I think it's probably remote controlled.
Would you like to walk out there in the open and test your theory?
Well, no, sir. Not particularly.
Then start thinking of a way to explain this thing without throwing the nation into a complete panic.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I wish we'd stuck to the road. These shoes just weren't made for hiking.
It's shorter this way. Come on, honey. Hey, a police car.
They must have believed you after all.
Come on, let's go back there. The police will take care of those things.
Pardon me, sir. Maybe if we fired a few rounds, it might scare them out. Anyway, get some reaction.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Corporal. Fire a few rounds.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Lieutenant, I want 4 volunteers to work acetylene torches. I'm gonna get inside that thing and see what makes it tick.
Yes, sir.
Let's have that again. You say you were driving without lights?
Yes, sir. But it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. He was so small we wouldn't have seen him.
Small.
Well, he couldn't have been over 4 feet high.
Yeah, and he was all green except his head.
Green?
Yes, sir. Oh, boy, we're sure glad you came along. We were really scared.
I bet you are. Hey, Joe, get the doc over here. Now, look, kids, before I take you down to headquarters, I want you to do something for me. I want you to blow up this little balloon.
What for?
Never mind, just blow. Hold it up.
Oh, we're wasting time. Aren't you going to do anything about the little green men? This may be a whole invasion.
Blow.
Oh, this is the silliest thing yet.
The balloon test, huh? Yeah. Did you ever hear such a cock and bull story? Green men, spaceships. Wow.
In my day, we were content with pink elephants. But kids these days...
And tough. The girl says to me, you don't call him human, do you? How do you like that?
Well, what do you expect? With all the killings they see in the movies and all.
You smell that alcohol? Those kids must have killed at least a quart of liquor.
Hey, Mr. Detective. I'm through now. Can we get going?
For a guy who's committed a serious crime, you're awfully anxious to get to the police station.
Crime?
Well, you don't call killing one of those monsters a crime. Something's awfully screwy around here.
Something or somebody. Come on now, let's get going.
Hey, wait a minute. I just want to explain this. Look, wait a minute. I want to tell you about this. Wait a minute.
Now, if you just read that before you sign it.
Look, this is silly. We told you what happened. Now, why don't you do something?
That's just what we are doing, miss.
Hey, this is no statement. It's a confession.
You admit driving the car, don't you?
Well, yeah, sure, but...
With the lights off?
Yeah, but I told you it was just...
Well, buddy boy, whether you realize it or not, driving without lights and killing a man is a crime in this state.
Killing a man? Oh, look, you don't call killing that green monster, that thing, a man.
And I haven't even added in the drunk driving. When we get the results of that balloon test, that'll be another strike against you.
Look, officer, my father's city attorney, and I demand that you send for him right away.
I've been waiting for that. Well, it so happens, Miss Hayden, that I know your father, and he's already been sent for.
He'll straighten you out all right.
I'm not saying another word, even if you try to beat it out of me.
Beat it out of you? It never fails. You try to be nice to some young punk, and the first thing you know, you're up on charges of using a third degree.
What's this about a third degree?
Daddy! These people are crazy. Johnny and I've had a horrible time.
I thought you told me you were going out with Bill Thomas, not with this roughneck.
But don't you want to hear about the monster?
I heard that ridiculous story when the sergeant called me. Now, Joan, listen to me. If it's humanly possible, I'll get you out of this mess. As for that boy, he can take his medicine.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
We're ready for the identification, sir.
We'll be right in. And if you'll come with me, we'll make the formal identification.
Wait till you see this thing, Mr. Hayden. Then you'll believe us.
All right, Jim. Well?
I didn't run over this man.
Are you still on that kick?
I ran over a monster.
You see, Mr. Hayden, I didn't exaggerate.
A little green man, I tell you.
We've heard enough of that.
But I saw it.
Do you know who he is?
Well, according to the driver's license we found on him, his name is Joe Gruen. He lives at 121 Maple Avenue.
Where did he work?
Nowhere, as far as I could find out. Seems he and a friend of his drifted into town about a month ago.
Friend?
Fellow he lives with. We tried to get him on the phone to come over to identify the body, and there was no answer.
I see. Can I talk to them alone for a minute?
Oh, certainly, Mr. Hayden. Use my office.
Come on.
All right, Jim. Take him back.
Come in. Now, get this, both of you. We're lucky in one respect. The man you've killed is a nobody. There'll be only one person interested in the charges brought against you. That's his roommate.
But, Daddy, I swear to you, Johnny didn't.
Will you be quiet? At least Johnny has sense enough to listen. Now then, tomorrow I'll go out and talk to this Joe Gruen's roommate and see what I can do for Johnny. I can't do anything until then. Come on, Joan, I'm taking you home.
I'm not going unless Johnny goes.
How much longer, men?
We've almost got it, just as soon as we cut through this scene. Hey, look at that. Looks like some sort of view. Hey, let's get out of here. Come on, you boys, go!
Looks like there's been some kind of an explosion over in Pelham Woods.
What was that?
Looks like something blew up.
What do you suppose it was?
Joan, those little monsters, or whatever they are smarter than all of us put together.
What do you mean?
Remember when we watched one of them pound away at the fender of my car?
But what's so smart about that?
Well, don't you see? They killed this man, Joe Gruen, and then dented the fender. It's all a frame-up.
Whatever it was, it sure burned out in a hurry. Sergeant, send the prowl car out there right away.
All right, sir.
We thought they were mad at the car.
Joan, we've got to go back there and get some evidence. Something they'll believe. If we don't, I'm going to jail.
But Johnny, how? They'll never let us out of here.
The window. It's wide open.
Now, what about those two kids?
I think I've talked a little sense into their heads. The little fools, they're gone.
So you talked some sense into them, did you?
Hey, the car's running. Let's take it.
Now, don't put this in the record. I'll take the responsibility.
Still here?
Of course I'm still here. Where should I be?
I just saw your car drive off, so naturally I assumed that you...
If those two kids stole my car, Mr. Hayden, you said you'd be responsible for this. I hope you'll know what you're doing.
So do I. So do I.
Gee, Johnny, I'm awfully worried about taking this car.
Compared to everything else, what's a little car theft? Come on, let's go. See anything, Joan?
Not a thing. Johnny! Don't get so far away from me. I'm frightened.
There's nothing to be afraid of, honey. I can handle him with this.
What's going on here, Lieutenant?
Everything's under control, officer. One of our jets crashed.
Oh?
We have 5 calls.
It's our busy night, too. We've been flooded with calls from people who say they've seen flying saucers and little green monsters. Wonder how that rumor ever got started.
You got me, Sarge.
Here we go again. See you later.
Johnny, this is silly. The police were all over here and they didn't find a thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Might as well go back.
I'm sorry, Johnny, but I just can't relax.
Yeah, guess you're right. Would have to happen tonight of all nights.
Johnny, it's cold in here. What is this, a reflex action?
Just seems like the natural thing to do out here.
Johnny. I wonder if any of the gang saw those things.
How do you mean?
Well, there are a lot of them out there, and if any of them did see it, that would convince the police that we were telling the truth.
Sometimes I think it doesn't matter how many times kids try to tell them something. They still won't believe it.
It's an idea. Let's go to the point and see if any of the gang is still there.
What do we got to lose? What's so funny?
Well, I expected to be frightened on my wedding night, but nothing like this.
Jump out and I'll slam the door. Take it easy, honey. Got it trapped in the car. You all right?
Johnny, get me away from here. Please, Johnny.
Joan, this is it, don't you see? At last we've got some evidence.
Yes, but how do we get it to the police station?
You got a point there. Got to get somebody out here and see this thing.
But who, Johnny?
Well, remember, at the police station, your father was right about one thing. The only person who'd even be interested in listening to us is Joe Gruen's roommate. He's our only chance.
But where is he?
Well, don't you remember? Police said that Joe Gruen lived at 121 Maple Street. We'll go there and find him.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Well, come on, let's go.
Well, first let's get my car, Johnny. My legs are killing me.
Oh, all right.
Put those rocks into place.
Killed by little green men, huh? That is without a doubt the craziest story that I've ever heard.
Look, will you phone and check with the police?
They've been trying to get you all night, but nobody's answered.
Yeah, thanks to these. When you live with a big mouth like Joe Gruen, you gotta have a secret weapon.
Will you please call the police? Please?
Okay. But if this is some kind of a gag...
Whatever you do, don't mention our names.
If they know we're here, we're done for.
Don't worry. Hello, police station? This is Art Burns. I live at 121 Maple Street with my roommate, Joe Gruen.
Did you say Joe Gruen? We've been trying to get a hold of you. Your roommate was killed tonight. Victim of a hit and run.
Killed? Do you know who did it?
A couple of kids, a boy and a girl. They've given us a slip temporarily, but we'll catch him again, don't worry.
You mean you had him and you let him get away?
Yeah. And were they scared? You should have heard them talking about little green men.
I have.
You have what?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Thanks, officer. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, can you come down tomorrow and claim the body?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, are we telling you the truth?
Well, your story checks out. Joe kept trying to tell me something about it.
Will you go with us now?
I'll say I will. Now, I'm not saying there is a claw, mind you, but if there is one, I'm going to get a picture of it. Wow, that's a hot one.
What's so funny?
I was just thinking how Joe's going to feel when I put him on exhibition as the world's first victim of a spaceman.
Does it work?
It worked all right for the Nazi I took it from.
You disarmed a Nazi soldier?
Sure.
Well, of course, he was dead at the time.
Can we be going now?
Sure, just give me a couple seconds to put some clothes on. Hey, I thought you said the police had your car.
They do. This belongs to Joan.
Some heat.
Oh, darn it, the battery's almost dead. When was the last time you checked the water?
Every time the man at the gas station asks me.
Not the radiator. He means the battery water.
Well, what's that?
How about a push?
I'm a guest here, remember?
All right. Come on, Joan.
Yeah, like this. No top, no motor, but a brand new shiny spotlight. Somebody afraid of the dark?
I didn't get it for that.
What did you get it for?
Well, a girl always needs an extra mirror.
What a pile of junk.
Oh, please watch your language. Elvis is very sensitive.
Elvis?
Yeah, the gang calls her Elvis. She pans and shimmies, but she really goes.
Get the lid out, you guys.
Did you get rid of him?
Oh, yes, sir. I gave him the story that one of our jets crashed and that we were taking care of everything.
Did he believe you?
Colonel, sir, you're talking to the man that made the papers believe the 45-year-old B-girls were teenage maidens. This was duck soup.
We're about through, sir.
Good. When they finished, have the camouflage boys go on to their work.
Yes, sir.
Let's get moving, man.
Must be here somewhere. Let's look on the other side.
I can't see a thing.
It's in there. It's got to be.
Wait a minute. I'll turn the spotlight on him.
Art, did you see it?
I saw something. Whatever it is, it's down here on the floor.
Johnny, kill the headlights. Remember the battery.
Look at that. I never would have believed it.
Seems believing.
Hey, Johnny, bring me my camera. I want to get a picture of this.
Well, I'll be.
It's gone.
But it was right there. I saw it.
They'll believe us when Art backs us up. They can't accuse him of being a hysterical kid. Come on, let's get to town.
What was that?
Now, don't get excited. You got to be perfectly calm when you call the police.
I'm glad you told me.
Oh, darn it, battery.
Well, turn the lights off. It'll give you more juice.
Yeah, good idea.
Gun, use the gun. Did I hit it? Can't see anything.
It certainly sounds like you did.
They're in the bushes. Bullets don't hurt them. You sure you're hitting them?
Johnny, use the spotlight. Turn the spotlights on. It's the light that hurts.
Here, take this. Give me that spotlight. What do we do now? The spotlight's getting dimmer.
Battery's going dead.
Cut out the headlights. They don't help any.
Yeah, you're right.
Here they come again.
Oh, looks like we've had it. Spotlight's getting dimmer. Uh-oh, getting dimmer. Come on, we better make a run for it.
Camera, the flash bulb. Oh, it's now or never.
Did you find any signs of life, sir? Anything?
Nothing. Whatever flew that thing down here went up in smoke. Nothing left but ashes.
Job well done, sir.
Makes you proud, doesn't it, Lieutenant?
What does, Colonel?
Being part of a show like this. Protecting our country from alien invaders. Just think of it. Only this special unit and the President of the United States will know what happened here tonight.
You mean you think we know what's happened?
Well, of course we do.
Colonel, this top-secret security business is like scratching. Once you get started, it's hard to stop.
What are you getting at, Lieutenant? Spit it out.
Well, did it ever occur to you, Colonel, that there might be other units just like ours covering up other things?
I think we're safe here for a minute.
Do you think they killed Art?
I don't know. I saw them pick him up and carry him away.
Johnny, we've got to get out. We've got to. We can't just leave him to those creatures. What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Johnny? What if we turned ourselves into the police?
Oh, you're kidding, aren't you?
No, don't you see? If we just get the police out here, we'll get them to help Art out in some way.
Yeah, that's an idea. Come on, let's go use Larkin's phone.
Well, that does it.
Not a trace.
It's a good night's work. Now we can go home and get some sleep.
Yeah. And read about a jet crash in tomorrow morning's papers.
What did you say?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all.
But I tell you, we're ready to give ourselves up. If you'll just come out to the Larkin farm.
Now, you're not wanted anymore. Why don't you go home and sleep it off?
What about Joe Gruen?
Well, according to the autopsy we did, the cause of death was heart failure due to alcoholism.
In fact, the alcohol content of his blood was the highest our coroner had ever seen.
What about the fender of my car? You said that proved I hit him.
Oh, you hit him all right, but only after he was dead.
After?
Yeah, the way we figured, he was drunk.
And he ran the car off the road and down the hill. We found a liquor bottle near it.
You found his car?
Yeah, that's what tipped us off.
He must have managed to get out of his car and climb back up to the road. But the exertion and the alcohol were just too much for his ticker, and he conked out.
Then you kids must have come along and run over his body.
But won't you come out here?
What for? You're in the clear.
What about taking your car? You still ought to want us for car theft.
One of our prowl cars recovered my car when they went out to check on an airplane crash.
But we stole it just the same.
Now, don't worry, young lady. Your father took care of that. Now, look, why don't both of you go home and sleep it off?
And don't bother me again.
Mr. Hayden. Mr. Hayden.
Trust Daddy. He came through again. What about Lover's Point?
Oh, no, not at a time like this.
Don't be silly, Johnny. I mean the gang. They may still be there. They'll help us. They'll believe us.
What makes you think so?
I know so. They aren't like our parents or the police. They won't think we're drunk or crazy or anything just because we're young.
You know, I think you're right. Come on, let's go.
Doggone kids. Look what they've done to Walt again. I'll fix them.
You go this way, I'll go that.
We were attacked by weird creatures. What?
Tom, Liz, you gotta help us.
And they captured him.
The police wouldn't believe us.
Will you help us?
I'll show you the way, come on. They were heading toward that clearing where there used to be an ice pond, remember? Yeah. Okay, gang. Now everybody turn off your lights. Now once we get up there, we'll surround the clearing. Once we're in position, I'll give the signal like this. That'll be the signal for everybody to turn on your lights. Now, has everybody got it? Yeah. Okay, gang, let's go.
Hey, Johnny, wait for me! I was lonely back there.
Let's go, Whitey.
Come on, gang.
What's happened? Where am I, huh?
You're all right. Little green men had you, but
we burned them up.
Wow, what a buzz I got on. Is this some kind of a gag?
But how, Johnny?
just like his roommate. Do you get it, Joan? Acute alcoholism. These monsters kill their victims by sticking them with alcohol. Pure alcohol.
Well, why isn't he dead then, like Joe Grew?
Let me finish. You don't happen to die unless you're already loaded. And if you are, that's it.
Too much, huh? You just had too much.
Hey, what's going on here? How did I get here? What is this, some kind of a joke?
You gotta remember.
It's no use, Johnny. He won't remember a thing of what's happened.
Yeah, just like anybody else that's been on a binge.
Now, you kids, listen to me. You've got my bull drunk, and I'm going to take the law into my own hands. If you're not off of my land in 60 seconds, I'm going to start shooting.
You know, I bet that no one will ever believe us.
Of course not. After all, we're just crazy kids.
Come on, get out of here.
But what if they come back again? What if there are more around right now?
I guess the best thing we can hope that the next guy who runs into one is a 100% certified adult.
Messy young'uns.
Oh, well. Being young has its compensations. Hey, Paul. Paul, how would you like to be my best man?
Johnny, I can't get married like this. I'll swap dresses with you. And then you can be my maid of honor.
Hey, have you two slipped your track? No, we just got back on it. Get in, man, and let's drive.
So that's my story.
Poor Daddy.
Johnny and Joan helped me remember a little of it. But I wrote it, you understand. A true story? Well, that's the nice thing about all this book writing business. You pay before you read.
Hey, would you like to discover new music like metal, punk, hardcore and the like? We check out Ripper Radio Television on Friday nights and the Ripper Podcast Mondays through Thursday on Ripper Radio at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're into punk and hardcore, check out Anarchy on the airwaves on its new date and time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. The best of Anarchy on Fridays at 8 p.m. Last but not least for horror rock fans, check this out Saturdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune into Mad Robot Gallery Theatre for the best in horror and sci-fi movies and horror rock videos only on Ripper Radio Television.
Tired of that old t-shirt that just worn out? Want something that'll put the fright back in your fashion? Well, make your way over to the Ripper Gear store. Get you a new hoodie, shirt, tank top, and more. Put the fright back in your life and your fashion. That's officialrippergear.storeandme.com. officialrippergear.storeandme.com. Wear a shirt that's worthy of the underworld today via Ripper Gear. Horns up as always. Buy that shirt today. Ripper Radio. Ripper Radio Television. Alright, I hope you enjoyed tonight's feature film, Invasion of the Suacer Men from 1957. But we're not done yet this evening. We got a whole block of horror rock videos coming your way, and we're going to get that started with Only Flesh. They just released their new album, Only Flesh Sells Out. That came out on Friday, on the 27th. They had a big release party last night, so if any of you guys attended that, you had a good time, I hope. Sadly, we couldn't attend for reasons I don't want to get too on here. But without further ado, we're going to get this horror block hardcore rock block of music started here on the Mad Robot Gallery Theater with Only Flesh and of Men and Mice. Take it away. and your head to Ripper Radio.
The other antenna! He's helpless without the...
Watch a driving movie, me and my girl. A 50s double feature, creature, science fiction pearl. We make out on the backseat when it stops us with a jar. 10 tons of fury raging from the screen into my car. We turn into super monsters that the H-bomb can't destroy. We're bulletproof, nothing can stop us trembling down this road. We're raising from the depths of space to kill and conquer human race. Moving creatures, that's what we are. We fly you like the wrecking ball. We dance tonight. Monster music.
Alright, that was Demon Boy with My Coffin. Gravestone Horrors with Monster Club. Blood-sucking zombies from outer space with Monster Boogie. Raven Black with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Igniter with Horde, Haunted by Rock and Roll. And we started the block of music videos off with Only Flesh and Of Men and Mice. So hope you guys enjoyed this season finale of the Mad Robot Gallery Theater. We'll be announcing our return with season 2 in the coming days. I'm going to try to do some tweaks to the program, maybe make it a little bit better. If you guys like this kind of format that we did tonight better than the one where we break the movie up and put the videos in the middle, let me know via our Facebook page for Ripper Radio or our group page for Ripper Radio Television. Message us on Facebook and our Twitter and whatever. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channels at Ripper Radio and on the Mad Robot Gallery Theater, where all the episodes that we showed this year are available for your viewing pleasure. All 18 of them are up there, and have fun as you will. Please share it. Let everybody know about the show and what we do here at Ripper Radio, either our podcast or the TV show that'll go on for a few more days before I have to find a new home for everybody. But until then, horns up, rock on. We'll see you later here at Mad Robot Gallery Theater and Ripper Radio Television.